Hey guys, it's your girl Ashley Kirkwood with the Speak Your Way to Cash podcast, where we teach you how to start at the top of the speaking market instead of working your way up from the bottom. During this show, you will hear solo episodes from me, where I'll show you how I have landed and negotiated 5- and 6-figure speaking contracts and licensing deals. You'll also hear from our amazing guests who have grown enormous speaking businesses by utilizing sales and marketing principles that work. If you want to grow your speaking business, listen to this podcast, and then afterwards, head on over to ashleynicolekirkwood.shop and grab my book, Speak Your Way to Cash, How to Start at the Top of the Speaking Market instead of working your way up from the bottom. Ready to dive in? Let's go. Hey, y'all. What's up to the Speak Your Way to Cash family? It's Ashley Kirkwood back again with another podcast episode. But this time, guys, I am actually going to let you listen in to a live video that I recorded. Now, if you're listening to this live video on the podcast and you're like, oh, I want to join your next live, I want to ask you questions, I want to be able to get feedback about my business, then you have to follow me on Instagram at the Ashley Nicole Show, and make sure you're following the Speak Your Way to Cash Facebook page. All right. Make sure you're following the Speak Your Way to Cash Facebook page, because that's where I go live. I also sometimes go live in the Speak Your Way to Cash Facebook group, but enough about that. Even though you may have missed it live, you're about to hear it again. So listen into this live episode and let me know what you think. You can always send me an email to ashley@speakyourwaytocash.com. Let's listen in. Hello. My name is Ashley Kirkwood with the Speak Your Way to Cash podcast. I'm so excited to be here with you guys today to discuss a question that came in. How do I attract high-end clients? And I'm going to read you all the exact question that we got before I dive into my answer. It has 3 parts. If you are just joining us, if you're listening to this on the podcast, be sure to grab your pen, grab your paper, because we are going in. And also, y'all, as a little announcement, right? The commercial before the show, make sure you join the Pitch Your Way to Cash challenge. You can click the link in my bio. And if you're on Instagram, or you can go to pitchyourwaytocash.com. That's pitchyourwaytocash.com. And when you go there, be sure to register for a platinum all access pass. All right. And the reason why you're going to do that, this is different. We've never done a challenge like this before. The reason you're going to register for that all access pass is because with the all access pass, we have a platinum Q&A before we do the actual challenge. And everyone who buys that particular ticket will get to ask me a question. Now, y'all know my VIP days are $25,000. Okay. So to pay for this platinum pass, which is less than $300, and get to ask me a question is a really big deal. And it's a crazy good value in addition to the 5 days of learning that you're going to get in addition to all that. Okay. So that was just my public service announcement. Don't sleep. Oh, and we only have 50 all access passes, because we only have 50 all access passes because it's a 30-minute Q&A each day, and 50 is the max amount we can guarantee that we'll be able to answer everyone's questions. So we only have 50 all access passes. Go to pitchyourwaytocash.com. Get it now. And I'm going to tell y'all something, some behind the scenes stuff. Get it tonight, because we start running ads tomorrow and our ad game is good. Okay. So them tasks are going to be gone. So if you're in my community, you're watching this live, you really rock with the Speak Your Way to Cash community, you want to get yours before the ads go live, because after the ads go live, y'all, I can't hold no tickets. I can't hold no tickets for y'all. So go to pitchyourwaytocash.com. Now, here's the question that I received. My biggest challenge is how to find the right opportunities that fit my skill set, and how to ask or apply for them and get my skills in front of high-end clients. So what we're going to talk about today is how to get high-end clients, how to get high-end clients for your speaking and coaching business. What does that look like? So number one, if you're wondering, how does she get her question on the show? How does this work? I asked my audience, what are the biggest challenges that you're having as it relates to speaking? And about 100 of you responded and told me. And so we're going through and we're going to be able to make some content based on those particular questions. So let's dive into this. How do you get high-end clients? Now, number one, high-end clients are going to be defined by the beholder. So I don't know what high-end clients means to you all. For us, we like to get clients that are able to, one, pay for our information, not just in money, but also in time. So we want clients who believe that what we have to offer is so valuable that it is worth their money and their time. For me, that's a high-end client. Now, we serve both corporations and we have executive coaching clients. So I'm going to give you guys today some strategies that we've used to attract and pitch high-end clients. And we'll kind of talk about the differences between the two. So number one, we're going to cover, and here's what we're going to cover in this episode. what you can do now to find high-end clients, how to attract high-end clients without pitching, something you don't hear me say often, and then how to pitch for large opportunities. So we'll cover both, how to attract, how to pitch, the differences between them both, what you should be doing now, and what it looks like. So number one, what can you do now to find high-end clients? The first step, y'all are going to just lean in with it, lean into it, go with me on it, be open-minded. I'm going to ask you all to do me a favor during this episode. Be open-minded to what I'm going to say, which means, let me define open-mindedness for y'all. Open-mindedness means you are willing to consider someone else's viewpoint, but strong enough to determine when not to accept it. That's all open. Open-mindedness is just like, I am open to the possibility that there are other options out there for me. So I want y'all to be open-minded so that we can really get into this content and have a good conversation. All right. So that's my open-mindedness disclaimer. So be open-minded, all right? So that's number one. But the first thing I'm going to say, what can you do right now to find high-end clients? Here's what I'm going to say. Drop number one if you're ready for number one. If you are joining me live, I'm going to say to become a high-end client. We still here? This thing on? I'm going to say to become a high-end client. And let me be really specific about this. If you are someone who wants to work in a particular field, like let's say I want to work in the medical field and I want to specifically, I want to serve hospitals and I want to serve the doctors. I want to serve doctors, medical doctors. Maybe I don't have to become a medical doctor, but I need to be familiar with their work environment. I need to get in proximity to what they do. I need to understand where they shop. I need to understand where they go. I need to understand the cadence of their work schedule. I need to know how many of them are dealing with certain things. I need to do market research. I need to get as close as possible to those who I want to serve. What I see very often is people are like, well, I want, they typically in the coaching space define their clients by revenue. So I want to work with Black women who make at least $200,000 in revenue every single year. And what I find is that sometimes that's who you are, but sometimes it's not. And to be clear, I don't believe that in order to serve a particular audience, you need to be in that audience. I do believe you need to understand the needs and the urgencies of your audience. So you want to attract high-end clients, you should become a high-end client. Now, what does this look like? It doesn't look like becoming the client you're trying to attract. It does look like having high-end experiences so that you can relate to and serve at the level your client expects. So for us, we know who we serve. We're really clear on that. The vast majority of our clients are Black women. We also have some Black men, and we have some people of other races that come into the community as well. But I would probably say about 90% of who we serve, they're in the Black community. They have a college degree. About 70%, if not higher, have an advanced degree. Most of them have corporate experience and or they're very successful entrepreneurs. They have a skill set that's been undervalued in the marketplace, but that has value with the right positioning. Sometimes they're running from corporate because they weren't treated right there. So I know these things. I also know that we have a good amount of people in our community, a good amount of y'all left a six-figure job. So you were doing really well in corporate already. Okay. And so one of the things that we like to do, my husband and I, we like to go to the Peninsula of Chicago. Every city we go to, we try to go to the best hotel in that city and experience the service there. Not just because we like good service, but because we like to analyze how good service is delivered so that we can then deliver good service. We like to analyze how the hotel smells. We like to look at what those who are serving us say. So instead of, when you go to a typical hotel, they'll just say, you'll ask them to do something, they'll do it. They'll be like, okay, thank you. When you go to a luxury hotel, they say, my pleasure. So when I'm training my people at my company, because we work with high-end clients, I'm going to be saying okay, y'all need to be saying my pleasure. Everyone who comes into our company needs to feel loved, seen, valued, and heard. It starts with our language. It starts with how we respond via email. It starts with how we compliment our guests. But how did I learn this? I learned this because I am a high-end client. I go to the best places in the world. I like to travel well, eat well, live well. And when I'm there, I'm not just a consumer. I am an observer of excellence. So one of the great things that you can do is become a high-end client. Now let's go even deeper. The other thing that I enjoy doing, notice I said enjoy, is I enjoy investing in high-end coaching experiences. Let's back up on that. Did you just say you enjoy spending money? Yes. I enjoy investing, a little bit different than spending, in high-end coaching experiences. So when I see a program and it's $50,000, my first instinct isn't to say, oh, they're crazy. Oh, it's not worth it. My first instinct isn't to be a hater. My first instinct is to learn more about what they're providing that has been valued by the marketplace at that level. Now, let me tell y'all something. Many people would love to be wealthy, but if you look at their Facebook posts and social media posts and all this other stuff, they're typically criticizing those who they would like to trade places with. So they're criticizing influencers, they're criticizing the wealthy, they're criticizing the rich, they're talking down about celebrities, even though if that same celebrity were to call them on the phone, they'd be the first one to pick up and get in their car and do whatever they ask them to do. So what I'm saying is, don't get caught up in, oh, I need to get high-end clients. Be very clear about becoming one. So first step, something you can do today, how do you go out and find high-end clients? One, you can become one. Because once you understand the psychology of really, really, really high-end experiences, you can provide them. We took all of our clients to the Peninsula of Chicago. They were served warm nuts while learning about sales strategies from me. They received, 5 or 6 course dinner. They had a full breakfast and an attentive attendant to ensure that every need was met. They walked through a beautiful hotel and were treated exquisitely. And the entire time we were talking about all the large clients we were going to land. Well, why did we need to be at the Peninsula? Couldn't you have found a cheaper hotel? Well, absolutely, but that's not how I roll. And when we're talking about all this, frankly, money we're going to make and things that we're going to do and impact we're going to have, I want the environment such that it accommodates big dreams. So I'm not saying you have to be a millionaire to attract high-end clients. What I'm saying is this is advice my dad gave me, and I promise you I will let you borrow it. I will let you borrow my daddy's advice to me. It was private, but I'm gonna let y'all borrow it. He said, when your bank account gets low or when you're feeling down or when you're feeling like you can't make it and you're an entrepreneur, he said, find the best hotel as close to you as possible. Go there, order coffee, sit for hours and strategize. Your environment matters. What you see matters. And then don't just go and be like a consumer, be an observer. Figure out what elements of it you could take for you as well. So it's really, really, really important. And that's a really good point, Allison. Allison said that was my experience from working at Target. In undergrad, it was the first time I realized I would pay more at Target over Walmart because of the service I was paying for at Target. Absolutely. So number one, don't become who you want to serve, because it's also outside of alignment. I want people to pay me $100,000, but I won't spend any money. And in fact, not only will I not spend it, but I will criticize those who have high prices because I can't charge it. That's not in alignment. Don't do that. So number one, become a high-end client. That's what you can do to find high-end clients. Also, we go to this resort, Grand Velas in Los Cabos, and I'm going to take some folks there. Just wait on it. But we go to this resort, Grand Velas, Los Cabos. I absolutely love it. It's a high-end luxury resort, but it's a luxury resort that allows you to bring your kids. So they have nannies on site. They have Michelin star restaurants, all the things. And one of the things that I noticed about this particular resort was when we would go to the pool, hanging out at the pool, we met so many incredible people, heads of tech companies, senior folks in accounting firms, high-end clients at the pool because we were in close proximity. So when I say become a high-end client, it isn't just because I want you to spend money. It's because proximity really does matter. I spend money to be in masterminds, and I've gotten calls with people who I have not had calls, would not have had calls with otherwise. Literally. People who are now, we probably going to be friends for life. But because we invested in the same thing, we're now in proximity. There's people in my community that have joined and now they've JV'd and partnered on larger deals so they can make more money. It's like a country club effect. So I really want you all to think about becoming a high-end client. It is here. The Speak Your Way to Cash book is now available for you to purchase. Go to Amazon to get your audio, Kindle, or hardcover copy of the book. And we have a paperback copy, okay? So you can get it on Audible and listen to it. And I read it myself. So if you love the podcast, you will love the audiobook. Go get it now. Speak Your Way to Cash, how to start at the top of the speaking market instead of working your way up from the bottom. A bit about the book. It's broken down into 6 parts, and it is over 260 pages of goodness, okay? Part 1 covers mindset. Part 2 covers getting yourself in the press. Part 3 covers assembling your 6-figure offer. Part 4 covers inviting people to work with you, sales. Part 5 covers delivering an outstanding speech. And Part 6 covers legalities that every speaker needs and how to build a team. I mean, literally, what did we leave out? Nothing. So go to Amazon and grab your copy today. And let me know you did it too. All right, so number 2. How do you attract high-end clients without pitching? You're going to position yourself as an authority and the solution to a specific and measurable problem. Write that down. You're going to position yourself as an authority to the solution to a specific and measurable problem. You're going to have to do both. Now, right now, there's a lot of competition in the marketplace. Competition is not a bad thing. I don't say that to scare you or get you, hyped up. I like competition in a marketplace because competition tells me that the industry that I'm in is viable. That's how I love competition. It's great. And, I did pageants and I was friends with my competitors. I've been a lawyer and most of my friends were lawyers before becoming an entrepreneur. Now I'm an entrepreneur. Most of my friends are entrepreneurs. This podcast interviews several other speaking coaches. So I'm not in the camp of like, don't be friends with your competition or don't believe in competition. I'm just not in that camp. Even if you don't believe in competition, it exists and it's good. It means your industry is thriving. However, you want to position yourself as the expert and the authority to a solution that is specific and measurable. One of the reasons you may be struggling to find high-end clients is because you are not talking about solving a specific and measurable problem. So you really do want to think about that. You really want to think about that and make sure that you're able to do that, okay? Like make sure that when you are positioning yourself as an authority, it's to a problem that's specific and measurable. So when you show up and you're like, hey, I'm a purpose coach, cool. But how does your client define the problem? How are they talking about it? What language do they use? Make content around that. That's what I'm doing today. A client wrote in about this problem. We're making content about the problem and we're using the language the client used. So that just pro tip, specific and measurable problem. Now, measurable can mean a lot of different things. It doesn't mean you help clients make money only. It doesn't mean you are only helping clients make money. Purpose is helping people find their purpose is amazing, but how do they measure the problem? Is it by sleepless nights? You're up all night wondering what God puts you on this earth for, and you don't know what it looks like for you. I want to help you get to sleep at night because then after doing this program, you're going to know how to identify purpose in your life, specific, measurable. I have 3 steps to getting you from A to B. And honestly, those 3, it may be 3 steps and then each 3 step has another step and all of that. That's fine. But at the end of the day, you just want to make sure that you're communicating what you do in specific and measurable terms. And that measurement needs to be aligned with how your client measures the problem. When I talk about speaking and I'm providing services, like we provide services to help speakers, entrepreneurs, and experts land high-paying contracts. When we talk about it, our client's language is, I'm tired of speaking for free. Our client's language is, I'm tired of being an underpaid speaker. Our client's language is, it feels so good to be on that stage, but when I look at my bank account, it wears off because they didn't pay me anything. So we have to address it from their vantage point. Now, when they get into our programs and they look at the back end of our mastermind and of our academy and our courses, they're able to see like, whoa, it's a lot of stuff back here that you're able to help us to achieve. But on the front end, we're talking about their problem in their terms, specific and measurable. And we're talking about the results we've been able to help our clients get 5 and 6 figure contracts, specific and measurable. If you want that, work with us. If you don't, work with someone else. You know what I mean? So that is what I want you all to think about. Like, how do you position? And specifically, I mean, position yourself as the authority in your content, because that content will attract. Another thing you can do in your content, say who you work with, say who you don't. If you followed me for any period of time, you know very well, I'll be like, if you ain't got no expertise, don't know nothing, don't want to know nothing, scared to talk, can't talk to nobody, like this ain't for you. We work with experts, authorities, those who have experience in education and or experience in a particular skill set who want to transform the lives of folks in large organizations or with their coaching programs, because we help you license out your programs as well. So it's not all live speaking. And what we do, our strategies aren't specific only to growing your speaking business. They will grow your business overall if you implement them. So the third thing, how do you pitch for large opportunities? How do you pitch for large opportunities? 1, you identify your target. Then you identify your topic. It needs to be specific and measurable. And then you reach out. We reach out via LinkedIn, cold emailing. There's a few other strategies that we use as well. But LinkedIn is a really good place to start in terms of reaching out to people who could be your clients. And so what I would say is if you're interested in pitching for high-end clients, I want you to go to pitchyourwaytocash.com and register for the 3-day Pitch Your Way to Cash Challenge. And when you get there, register for the Platinum Pass. It's called the Platinum All Access Pass, okay? And it's really simple. When you get to the page, you're going to go to pitchyourwaytocash.com. You will actually just apply to join the challenge. Really simply, just apply to join the challenge. And once you apply, you click that button, you'll put your name in. It'll give you 1 question. It's a 1-question application. And then if you're accepted, it'll take you to the landing page. When you get on that landing page, you want to select the VIP All Access Pass. Okay. The VIP all access pass. All right. So it's really, really, really simple to do. I think that you will highly enjoy this challenge. Get the VIP all access pass. I'm telling you right now, and you'll be able to attend a platinum Q&A. Ain't that dope? A platinum Q&A. Who wouldn't want to do that? Also, we just talked about being a high-end client. Now, $300 it's definitely not going to get you, it's definitely not like of the highest tier that you can invest, but it does allow you to have the best experience in the challenge. And it would allow you to start practicing what you preach. You want high-end clients, invest in yourself, get where they are. Because there's some people, we had a woman go to this page. She registered for the challenge. She was like, I'm just doing the highest option. I don't care. I just always like to be VIP. It's a mindset. It's a mindset that I want you all to adopt. And I want you to be okay with it. Because honestly, for some people, it could be like, ooh, dude, that feels wrong. Like, why do I always have to have the best? Like, can't I just be okay with getting what I have? And it's like, you can, and you should always be grateful. I'm a huge proponent of gratitude, but it's okay to want to see and experience life at the highest level that you can. Okay. So join the Pitch Your Way to Cash Challenge. We'll talk more about our pitch strategies, how we reach out via LinkedIn, how we reach out via email, what we say. When you get a platinum pass, you also get a playbook that has pitches in it. You get access to some advanced trainings. You get access to the platinum Q&A. Every single person that buys that level of ticket will be able to ask at least one question during the challenge, maybe more, depending on how many we have. And you all are the only ones who will be able to ask the questions. Like, other people won't ask questions during that experience. So if you want that, go to pitchyourwaytocash.com and get your ticket. Otherwise, guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow with another podcast episode answering a question that you all sent in. Really love these questions. If you want to send in your question, email hello@speakyourwaytocash.com with the subject line question for podcast, and let us know what you're thinking, and it might make it on the show. But if you want to guarantee you get your question answered, then you should be in the Pitch Your Way to Cash challenge, getting your all access pass. All right, y'all, have a good one. Hopefully this was good. If it was, share it with someone else and spread the love, spread the information. All right, talk to y'all later. All right, wasn't that interview amazing? If you're anything like me, you have pages full of notes. But here's the thing. Before you head out, I want you to go to facebook.com and join the Speak Your Way to Cash Facebook group. That is where I am. That's where a ton of other speakers are, a ton of other people who listen to the show. We all congregate there and chat. And it's 100% free. Now, if you're ready to take your speaking career to the next level, I have 2 ways for you to do that. One, you can go to ashleynicolekirkwood.com/SYWTC live replay and pick up the live replay. That training is 7 modules, chock full of information. It's crazy. Go over there, read all about it. Or if you want a more personal experience, you already know that you want to be a speaker. You're ready to fully commit and you want someone to walk you through it and save you tons of time Googling and doing it on your own, then book a VIP day with me. You can go to ashleynicolekirkwood.com, scroll down until you see the VIP day section and get more information on that there. All right. Thank you guys again for watching. Please do not forget to leave us a review. That is how we keep this train rolling and get some of the best speakers in the world to get on this show. So please, please, please leave a review. Shoot me a message on Facebook or Instagram, and Facebook in the Speak Your Way to Cash group, Instagram at the Ashley Nicole Show. And I'd be more than happy to chat with you and say hi. All right, y'all have an awesome, awesome day.